Thanks for staying with us on Coco. So next month, a local camp is helping kids feel more comfortable being themselves by building confidence. If I had had this would have been very helpful to me. So here to tell us how Communication 101 is making a difference is Shelly Thorne and co-founder Kristen Chasey. Hello, you guys.
Hello.
So lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Now, Shelly, for people who haven't heard of Communication 101, what is it and what do you teach kids? Like, what are you helping they learn?
So do you have a couple hours?
Yeah, come tell me everything.
So really quickly, I grew up with, my parents got divorced, and I felt like there could have been better communication in my family. And then,
very relatable.
Yes, my whole life, most of my life, my trade has been a sports massage therapist. So I got to hear everybody's problems. And I just realized how many people don't communicate with each other. Married people, kids, like people with their kids. And I was like, this is really a problem. And seeing them being around it all the time, I realized my passion started being communication. And so I do the seminars with women, and I'm trying to do families and career, people's jobs and all of that. So I thought, you know what, we have to go with our kids because our kids are growing up, and I feel like some of us are who we are. And a lot of times we feel like we're good. We don't need any more help. We don't need counseling. And I feel like kids are the where to go because we can get them to communicate better and grow up doing that.
Young.
So better adults.
Start them young, get them to be, I mean, this is so brilliant of you.
Be kinder.
Kristen, what are some of the biggest, let's say, challenges kids are facing right now? And can I be honest, is it this?
I mean, that is the obvious example.
Right?
The more we have technology, I think the more kids are not getting that face-to-face communication.
Amen.
So they're not knowing how to express themselves emotionally. They're not knowing how to be self-aware.
Yeah.
And they're mostly not having conversations with their peers.
Totally.
Which is really kind of what our focus is getting back to that self-awareness for a kid and that face-to-face conversations.
I also think that I was listening to Esther Perel, and she was saying not having supervised play so that you have to figure out the hierarchy and the community. You have to communicate on that is so important. But some kids are talking and they're just, no one's listening. Right. It's so fascinating.
Like no.
Yeah, right? And I have my phone right here, that says something. So you guys have a camp coming up. What can kids expect? They get off the bus. That's how I came off of camp. I don't know. The bus. But what can they expect?
So first of all, it's going to be a super fun camp. It's high energy, dynamic. Kids are going to be rotating through stations. So we have art stations because, awesome. You can communicate through pictures. Maybe some kids aren't comfortable with physical activity, but, they can draw or they can write. So there's art station. Some kids can communicate through dance and, your body language. So a station with dance and more theater activities. And then there's the kids like me. I was a college athlete, and I communicate through physical activity.
Nice.
So then there'll be a sports and physical activity station.
What did you play?
I played volleyball, actually, locally at Regis University.
Way!
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, and then the big difference, too, is we're trying to get kids to show kindness to others. So we have the tokens here, and it is a reward system. So at camp, the first day, kids will get 10 tokens. And as they see others being kind, they will give their tokens away. If someone is kind to them, they give a token to somebody.
You have the most beautiful eyes.
Oh my God, I got a token.
Yes.
I feel good.
It's so great. And then
it's a brilliant system.
Right, and
really
at the end of camp, we are gonna have a rewards bank, a shop. Every kid loves arcade games.
Yeah.
And then they go cash it in for prizes at the end. So
Smart.
you could cash in your tokens for gift cards or toys or Legos. So
you guys are so brilliant. All right, Shelly, businesses can support this camp too. Tell me more about that.
So because we're a nonprofit, my goal is to actually be able to raise enough money through scholarship and to have a scholarship program for parents that have more than one kid that can't afford. And then kids that just can't afford camp, period. And that scholarship money will be used for them to go to camp. And so our camp fees could be very, very, very small.
That's huge.
And then people are like, oh my gosh, this camp provides food. So we would love restaurants and to donate just for lunch, sandwiches or what. We try to keep our numbers low so we can really monitor the kids and navigate with the kids.
Nice.
So there's not so many kids that we're like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? And I think parents really like when there's small camps and they know their kids are getting extra attention.
And you're
It's
giving
more intimate.
Yeah, and this accessibility you're trying to get.
Yeah.
All right, businesses that have done Coco, you hearing this? Go ahead and do this because that's a real mitzvah
to our
for you
website
guys.
and donate.
All right, if you do, last question, you have parents who may, let's say they have a shy kid.
Yeah.
I'm a theater dance. I mean, I would have been like
Yes.
out there. What do you suggest for them?
So as I've told you guys before, I love this part because I love to find the kid that's like kind of shy.
Yeah.
And what I do is I give them a compliment. You know, I find something on that kid that I really like, whether their hair is really pretty done in braids or they have pretty blue eyes like yourself. And then I just go, wow, you have really pretty eyes and your hair is so cute. And then they start to feel comfortable with me and they're like, oh, she likes me.
Yeah.
And then I find out.
little bit of confidence, yeah.
I find out somebody else that might be new at camp or they don't know anyone and they're shy. And then I try to connect them so then they don't feel alone. And that's my biggest thing is just notice those kids that feel like an outcast. Or we don't want anyone feeling alone, an outcast or different or any of that. I want them to feel comfortable and we want everyone to be kind. And that's what we're about. Like, get away bullies. And if there is a bully in your life, let's figure out how to navigate that in a positive way.
Right, and how to communicate,
yeah,
which is great.
yeah.
This whole idea just brings me to life. I think it's so brilliant, and bravo to you two for doing this. Shelly and Kristen, thank you so much. Communication 101's Spy Kids Camp. It's at June 15th through the 18th. They're giving a special discount to our viewers. Ooh, use the code COCOKINDNESS. It's all one word. Sign up now by going to communication-101.com. You can also use the QR code. It's right on your screen. The deadline for registration is June 1st. This can help your child blossom into someone with confidence and with a great communication style. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.